icon,
cementing her status
she's a legend,
as one of music's biggest stars.
and she is the moment.
Yay! Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today we are going to be doing How Will You Be Known? Ooh, so it's going to be like, how will you be kind of like known on this earth? What will you be famous for, if you will be famous? What will history books remember you for? And just all of this beautiful, just nice kind of fun information. I thought it would just be cute to tap in a little bit more to you guys and what makes you special and talented. And of course, I always want to just mention too, like, pick a card readings are fluid. Like, psychic readings are fluid. Just because this is the energy that I'm picking up right now, it doesn't mean that this is literally it. This is all that you will ever be known for. Like, if you obviously want to like add even more things onto your life, that's definitely going to happen. Like, energy is always changing. So yeah, just because I say this is what you will be known for, it doesn't mean that that's all that you're going to be known for, but it's just like, it's a big chunk of it. And I feel like, yeah, it'll be a lot of hyping you up, complimenting you, and just giving you that boost of energy that you need to keep chasing and following your dreams. So I'm so excited. Let's just go on ahead and jump right into things today with pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's get into it. Woo! Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 1, the beautiful party celebration card, or this gorgeous little rosette crystal. This is going to be your reading today, all about what will you be known for. In this pile in particular, y'all are starting off very strong, especially with the Emperor card here, the Ten of Swords. Like, whoa, I feel like you guys have gone through a lot of BS in your life, to put it lightly. Especially with the Ten of Swords, this can talk about like going through backstabbing, potentially being cheated on, like just deceptive friends, people that were rude to you. Like, I just feel like you were really handed a lot to deal with in life, and yet with the Emperor card, I feel like you still managed to find a lot of success, and you're going to find even more. Especially this group in particular, if you are drawn to like owning your own business or having your own company or something like that, I feel like that is going to be the main message of this pile in particular, because not only do you have the Emperor, but you also have the Queen of Coins. So that tells me that you're destined for a lot of money. And I feel like especially with the Queen of Coins in particular, you're going to make it in like, I don't want to say like a feminine way, but you're going to do it in a way that is very loving and empathetic towards other people. So even though you are, destined to be wealthy, have a very successful business, if that is something that you are looking at owning, I feel like you're still going to be very humble, and you are going to really use your business and your wealth as a way to give back to society, if that makes sense to you guys. So like, you're going to start charities. You are going to, be the lead voice when it comes to certain problems in the world or in the environment or whatever. So we love that. And I feel like, yeah, there's something to do here with like the indecisiveness, like with Page of Cups. Maybe you don't know like what you want to do yet or something like that. But I feel like just keep following the indecisiveness. I don't know why that's a big message that's coming to my head, but I feel like in that you are going to figure out like what it is particularly that you are supposed to do if you just keep kind of following your heart. And I saw 222 on the clock there as well. Yeah, you're also going to be known for being very decisive, which is interesting because I literally just said indecisive. But when it comes to like doing the things that you know that you want to do, you're going to do that, and you're not going to let anything else get in your way. But that being said, you might jump around to a lot of different hobbies, jobs, things like in the meantime, just while you're finding yourself and just while you're finding what you really want to do, and maybe even the business that you really want to create. Yeah, it's giving like, you might start a couple businesses before you create this one, or yeah, for some reason they're showing me a nurse. So it's like maybe you might start off as doing something very practical like a nurse in like your everyday life, and then you realize that there's like something that could make a major difference like within this business. Yeah, there was one guy that I went to college with, and he was actually in the same business accelerator program as me. But he was his name's John Lensing, gonna name drop, hell yeah. But he was literally going to school to become a doctor, and he figured out this like insanely genius business idea for something that connects doctors remotely before COVID had even happened. So it was just like, he was like major freaking genius, had this business idea, and now he was literally just in Forbes like 30 under 30 because of the success of this company. And so you never know, you guys. Like, you might literally be going down a very practical path, like even just working a 9 to 5 and then starting some kind of like side hustle, and then that really takes off, you know, like baking or something. So obviously I'm not going to like keep giving a billion examples, but those are just kind of some of the scenarios that I'm seeing when it comes to this pile. But I feel like you're destined to make a lot of money. In this pile in particular, you're going to be known for not only having a lot of money, but using it in ways that are very beneficial to others. Like, again, I just see you starting like charities that are really helping other people, you know, giving back your money to the homeless, to the environment, planting gardens, like just doing beautiful, incredible work with your money. And I feel like, yeah, you're just really going to rise above everybody else because of that. And I feel like you're really going to stand out from the competition. Yeah, like even in your business, even in your field, because of your generosity, you are going to stand out from the competition, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, even if, like, for example, say like you want to start a bakery, right? And you're on this path to starting a bakery, and there's several other bakeries around you, and so you're like, oh, I never know if I'm gonna succeed. But then you come up with this like genius idea where it's like, oh, I have all these leftover baked goods, let me just start donating these. And then it's like, because you start donating them or something, that then like, you know, like it just takes the frick off. And everybody's like, wow, look how generous you are. Look how beautiful you are. Look how kind you are. Yeah, because this group in particular too, I'm seeing that you're very beautiful. Like, you could do a lot with your life. You could literally even probably model because you're that gorgeous. But it's literally just like your heart and your soul that is pure gold. That is really what you're going to be known for. It's like, you're so beautiful, yes. But yeah, you're going to be one badass business owner, and you're going to really give back to the world. Yeah, and they also wanted to bring my focus back to your main card, which you selected today, the party celebration, because I feel like you do bring a lot more of that positivity back into people's lives. You show them that they can come from a struggle and still be successful. You show them that, you know, they can take any situation that they're going through and still have a fun, incredible time and still have a great day. And I feel like that's what makes you so beautiful and so positive and spectacular is this. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, and from the Britney Spears deck, you guys got the movie star. So let me pull like two more. One just flew away here. But I feel like that's kind of exactly what I was saying. Like, yeah, okay. I'll pull one more as well. Wow. Yeah, so again, I feel like this is exactly what I was saying. Like, you are gorgeous. Like, you are stunning. You're so beautiful that you could really do anything that you wanted with your life. Honestly, pile number one, like if you wanted to be a movie star, if you wanted to be a model, you could. And maybe, again, that is the business that you're starting. You never know. Like, there's tons of different kinds of businesses. But even though you're spectacularly gorgeous, like, that's just one part of the layer to what you're known for. Like, again, it's your generosity and what you do with that. Yeah, that really makes a difference. The femme fatale is here as well. So I feel like you might be known as a little bit of a heartbreaker. I feel like other piles might get more into that as well, but because this pile, I really feel like the biggest thing that you will be known for is your business and, yeah, your generosity. But I feel like part of it could definitely deal with you being a little bit of a heartbreaker as well. Or, yeah, somebody that, like, you would definitely fall in love with, but I don't know, it's like you have other priorities. Like, it's not just love that's on your mind. You're also very focused on your own goals, your own ambitions, and what you want to do in this lifetime. Yeah, let's read a little bit more about the femme fatale. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Grab the champagne, put on your leather jacket, and head out into the night. You never know what magic is waiting for you on the dance floor. And again, like that just, I feel like has to do with your beautiful celebratory party-esque energy. Like you really do like to celebrate milestones. And I feel like that again is going to be part of what makes you so successful, is the fact that you're able to really sit back and just like appreciate where you are currently and all of the skills that you have had up until this moment and beyond. And you're really willing to get other people to like get up, celebrate, live their life, like not be so serious. Yeah, grab the champagne, get out there on the dance floor. Yeah, I'm seeing that one scene from 13 going on 30 when she is like at that party and it's very like stagnant, nobody's doing anything. And so she puts on Thriller and she like gets out in the middle of the dance floor. Nobody else is out there. They literally put a spotlight on her. And you know what she does? She just freaking dances the Thriller and everybody joins her. Literally the entire place starts jumping. I don't know why I said that. I feel like that's an older saying, but hell yeah. The club starts jumping when you come around, let's be real. And I feel like that scene is perfectly encompassing of all of that energy. Yeah, and then finally we've got the masterpiece here. So I do feel like, again, you are a masterpiece. Like your energy is unreplicable by like just anybody, you know, like they can't compete with you. They can't be you. Yeah. Literally, with the Seven of Wands, they literally cannot compete with you. It's literally impossible because you just like, you're everything. Pile number one, like you're such a great person. And I'm praying that you genuinely like take this reading and like go out there and start that fucking business. Pile number one, or if you have that business, take it seriously. I'm serious because I feel like this pile, you're such a good person, and there's so many just like, you know, and I'll talk about this like briefly because I don't even want to pull our energy there, but there's so many gross, evil people out there that are running businesses that are making millions of dollars and literally just like stockpiling it for themselves for what, you know? So yeah, take your fucking money, pile number one, build that business, get out there, baddie, because you're so incredible, you're hot, you're stunning. Yeah, keep going after it. And maybe you literally already are, and so you're like, girl, hey, be nice. This is me being nice and being like, then celebrate yourself too. You know, get yourself that champagne, pat yourself on the back, and just remember how incredible you are and how much you really truly do deserve in this lifetime. Yes. The masterpiece is forward thinking, never content to go with the flow and to do what's been done before. Blaze your own trail. The greatest art and accomplishments of your life are right on the horizon. Wow. Pile number one. So seriously, the greatest accomplishments of your life are right on the freaking horizon, which is so, oh my gosh, like exciting, number one. But yeah, do not be afraid to go for it. Blaze your own trail. If it's never been done before, do it. Be the first person. Take the leap. And if it has been done before, do it better than anybody else. I swear. I feel like I have a very sassy voice, and sometimes it comes off like, I don't know, like I don't ever want you guys to be like, oh my gosh, she's being mean. Like I'm never being mean. I'm just like, I have a very sassy voice. Like I can't help it. But let's see here. Let's get even more. But yeah, you guys are doing fucking amazing. And that's more so the point of the sass. It's just to remind you that you're doing incredible. You're looking hot. You're looking glamorous. You're more generous than anybody else out there. So go out there and thrive, baddie. Because that's what you're meant to be doing. Good at teasing. Yeah, so I actually really like this for you guys because I feel like there's something to do with like you're really good at warming people up to things before they are actually out. So yeah, that could be like, yeah, like it's showing me kind of a bad example right now, but Timothée Chalamet, before the Marty Supreme movie, he was literally doing like any and all PR that he could to kind of like tease what this movie would be about, or you know, like the movie before it was even coming out. And so that's kind of the message I'm getting for this pile. It's like you're very good at like, you know, giving people a glimpse and warming people up to like what they want before they can even get it. And then it's like, boom, you give it to them and they cannot get enough of it. A precious diamond. Yes, you are literally a precious diamond. You're so gorgeous. You're so unlike anybody else. Again, diamonds are formed under pressure. So I feel like that's a big message for this pile as well. It's like, congratulate yourself from how far you've genuinely come in this life, and like the fact that you have come from such bullshit and such hard times that would have literally broken down anybody else and caused them to, you know, be bad versions of themselves. I feel like anything, it caused you to be stronger and more empowered, and again, become the true diamond that you really, really are, and that you're meant to freaking shine and sparkle. Yeah, soon I'll be there. So there's like a big message for this pile number 1. If you've been feeling like things have just been slowing down, or like you're not getting to the place that you've wanted to be, this is your sign that you're going to get there sooner than you even think, because you literally have this. And we talked about masterpiece or femme fatale. I cannot, like, literally my brain is everywhere. But I feel like with one of those, it literally said there's something on the horizon coming for you. So soon you're going to be there. Yeah, healing from previous relationships. So again, there's a lot to do with that in this pile number 1. You're healing from a lot of previous relationships, and because of it, you know, you have to give yourself grace and space. Like, you're still gonna, you know, mess up here and there, and that's okay. As long as you keep progressing and you keep moving forward, you're gonna get there. Beach girl, mermaid. Yes, I'm actually going to the beach today. I'm so excited because it's a beautiful day out, and yeah, I'm so excited. So a lot of you guys could just love the beach. You could love sand, water, swimming, just a lot of those things. And you could find that some of your best ideas will actually come to you at the beach or like around water. It's very interesting. They've done studies about like the ions in nature, and like how there's more ions in the middle of the woods right by rushing natural water, and other thing. There's like one other space too, but it's not like, you know, the city. It has to do with nature, and there's more ions out there. So there is science behind like getting out there in nature, and I do feel like you're actually going to get some really good ideas. Yeah, a lot of distractions. Destined for big money. Literally, that is exactly what I said, especially with the Queen of Pentacles card. You guys are so destined for big money. Yeah, and maybe there are a lot of distractions right now that spirit guides are trying to like kind of pull your attention away from, so that way you can get grounded again. Like if you find that maybe you've been drinking a lot or going on your phone a lot. Yeah, I have a second channel now. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I started posting some shorts on there, and it's funny. It's like, even though I'm posting shorts, I'm trying to make them longer form and like something that, you know, keeps your attention for a longer period of time. And one of the videos that I'm dropping is going to be all about ending doom scrolling and some hobbies that I have implemented to get rid of doom scrolling. It's actually what I've given up for Lent this year as well. It's going horrible, but I'm trying so hard. And yeah, I'm trying not to use my phone like unless if I have an intention for it. Like literally, I will not pick it up unless I have an intention for it. So like if I'm gonna check my mail, if I'm gonna check like, you know, deliveries, text messages, like then I can pick it up. But like if I'm literally just picking it up to go on Instagram, no, it has to go in the other room. I'm picking up a book. So I feel like that could just be a side message for some of you guys. Like you could have a lot of distractions around you, and you might just need to, you know, go to the beach, go to the woods, take a breath, take some time just to yourself. And I really do feel like, yeah, I don't know why I heard you will find what you're looking for. So yeah, confidence for lifetimes. You're also going to be known for your incredible confidence. Like, yeah, dissatisfaction with life. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Do not back down from opposition. So show strength and fortitude. And dealings or relationships with a younger man. Yeah, so maybe there could be like competition in your space. Again, like we're literally talking about this, how you rise above the competition. And I feel like there will be times in which like you're tempted to lower your standards, you know, like you're tempted to do what the other competitors are doing because it's successful or like because it's making them faster money. But I feel like if you will just kind of like stick to your guns and yeah, do not back down from opposition, like do not be tempted to lower your standards, keep your standards high. I feel like karma will only kind of like show itself in time. So yeah, so very exciting stuff here. I'll get one more because none of those were like very positive. The last one, you will receive a gift. Well, I feel like these ones were positive in their own way, but yeah, you will receive a gift. So I feel like there's going to be a major gift coming in here for you guys. Just as a side note, apart from what you will be known for, but I feel like there's going to be a major puzzle piece that's going to be unlocked here very, very soon. Like sooner than you could even expect. It's on the horizon. It's literally already on its way to you. So yes, my gorgeous pal number one, those are the messages that I got for you guys today, all about what you will be known for. Again, a lot of it has to do with your career, your generosity. There's a little bit of heartbreaking energy there, which I feel like will tap into other piles. So definitely, if you're drawn to other piles, click on them as well. But yes, hotties, those are the messages that I got for you today. I love you so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Goodbye. Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 2. This is going to be your message today, all about what you will be known for. And this pile in particular, if you chose like the reflective epiphanies card or this gorgeous crystal, I love this one because it just has that beautiful little rainbow fleck in it. So pretty. But it's also very sturdy and strong. And so I felt like this pile in particular, the thing that you will be known for, which is like kind of crazy, is like causing other people to like have epiphanies. And this was only validated because of the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. I felt like there was a lot of people that have always throughout your life kind of been competing like for your energy. So you might have always had like best friends who are trying to be your bestest friend, or partners who are trying to be your romantic partner, like several people at one time who are very romantically interested in you, or just like maybe not even that, but just a lot of romantic partners, a lot of best friends fluctuating kind of throughout your life. Because especially with the Seven of Swords, it gives me the vibe that like people are always looking back on their connection with you and they're always thinking about you. Like people from your past are always going to remember you. And I feel like it's because of your confidence and the way that you kind of put people in their place. Like I didn't want to say that, but like I do, because I feel like this is my pile that like you're not afraid to tell people like it is if it means that they are going to change, you know, in a way that is beneficial to not just them, but to everybody else around them. So like I feel like if anybody has ever been, you know, like acting like your best friend, they're giving me like such a cliche like example. Like say for example, you were a kid and like you had a best friend who was like your bestie until the end of time, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, like, you know, they wanted to be more of like like a popular person or whatever. Like, so they wanted to start doing their hair different and whatever. And like you maybe wanted to just keep doing your own like little unique things, you know, and your own little quirky things. And so it just kind of like caused a natural separation within the connection. And maybe you even told this person like, I don't like the person that you're becoming, you know, like I feel like you blah, 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 whatever. And that's just one example, but I feel like that is one example of a way that you might not think that like, oh, we were just kids. Like what I said to them didn't matter, but like they still think about that shit to this day. And I feel like pile number 2, that is what makes you so memorable. It's like the things that you say to people, even in short periods of time, last with them for lifetimes. Yeah, whoa. Like I feel like you're kind of, and I don't want to like say this and like have people get like, you know, egos or whatever, but like I feel like you're almost kind of like a messenger from the divine, like on this planet Earth, because you're almost here to like tell other people like it is and sort of like put other people on their path, on their correct path. Like you could be very drawn to like being a counselor, a psychologist, that best friend that just kind of is very opinionated, but like in the best way. Yeah, because I'm getting like, you tell people what they need to hear in order to level up. And you do this with everybody, even in short periods. I feel like you very much so affect other people's lives in stronger ways than you can even fathom, than you can even imagine. Like, and people still think about it to this day. Wow, like things that you've said from childhood, like things that you've done from childhood, people still think about to this day. So I just think that's like really crucial and key. And like, I feel like that's one of the ways in which you will be remembered and like known for generations and generations to come, because I feel like even people will be talking about you to their kids. Like you're very influential. Yeah, pile number 2, that's the word. You're very influential to everybody, like literally everybody in your life. Yeah, and I feel like they're saying it's because you set a very good example. So I feel like the way that you live your life confidently, authentically, like, yeah, they're showing me the Ramona from like Ramona and Beezus, like how she's very like quirky as a kid, and like, you know, she's not conventional. She's very strange and imaginative and creative. That's kind of like how I feel about this pal. But again, that's why Ramona gets a freaking book about her, you know? Even though she's a fictitious character, I think it's to be shown that like those type of quirky people, the people that can have fun with life, are the ones that get remembered. Yeah, like I was even just, again, doom scrolling. I shouldn't have been this morning. I was literally talking about that in pile number 1. But I saw this video, and this lady had went to like a Britney Spears impersonator, and she was taking video of the Britney Spears impersonator. But then somebody else in the audience actually caught her eye more. And it was this guy that was dressed up like Britney, like very masculine presenting man, but like, you know, how they'll wear like a wig not correctly and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not saying this person was a drag queen. Like, they definitely were not in drag. Like, they literally were just a straight guy dressed up like a female, if that makes sense. But he was vibing. He was having the best fucking time of his life, dressed up like Britney Spears, singing Britney Spears songs. And that is the guy that you remember. Because why? All of the comments, like, were literally saying it. It's because he's quirky and because he's fun. Like, you can literally tell that just by looking at him in this 5-second clip video, that he is fun. And again, it might be short, but it left that lasting impression on me and on all of the commenters and everybody that comes across that video for generations to come. And that's kind of what I'm saying with this pile, is I feel like even just by you being your authentic self and just stepping out there and, you know, wearing the clothes that you want to wear and being the person that you want to be, you are inspiring the fuck out of everybody and like making everybody else want to be more of themselves. And yeah, because I had like a comment one time and somebody was like, girl, like, it's not hard to be your authentic self. Everybody is always their authentic self. And I'm like, I beg to fucking differ. Like, a lot of us start off as our authentic self, but then because of society and other people's opinions, which I guess is technically fucking society, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you start to kind of change yourself or make yourself into something that maybe you're not, but then you eventually come back to yourself again. And I feel like being authentic is like a journey that is fluid, and it's something that you guys, I feel like, have always kind of had down to a T. But again, maybe like because of your quirkiness, because of your creativity, you were ostracized, or like you were kind of cast out from other people. So again, it's something that you've really had to fall back in love with within yourself. And because of that, again, I feel like you've caused a lot of other people to have epiphanies in themselves and realize, hey, you know, this is not the life that I actually want to be living. I do want to be living it like pal number 2. Yeah, and I feel like you see glimpses of this influence every single day. Like, you might see other people, like, changing the way that they do things, even in small ways. Yes, the badass from pal number 2. That makes so much sense. The record breaker. Yeah, that totally makes sense as well. And then we'll get one more for you guys. I have my Britney Spears deck, which I feel like is so on theme. Because of that guy. Yeah, what a legend. But literally, I feel like, especially with the badass here, you guys are not afraid to tell it like it is. You're not afraid to be yourself. And like, if you see somebody else like not acting like themselves, yes, okay, perfect example. I was like, I swear to God, this was an example that I literally just saw. But I was just watching Angus Thong's Imperfect Snogging, my favorite movie of all time. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you should go watch it. Like, it's definitely like a teenage girl kind of film, but it's so freaking good. It's hilarious and it's so fun. Anyways, in that movie, her friend does kind of do like a 180. Like, at one point, she's like making fun of a girl and calling her shallow because she's wearing like a thong. And then the next day she shows up like wearing a thong because she's trying to be like the, you know, the popular girls, quote unquote. And so I feel like that's kind of you, but Georgia in it calls her ass out and she's like, I didn't know that you would, you know, be like one of those girls. And she's like, I thought that you would always be my friend, you know? And I feel like that's, again, just the kind of person that you are. You're the type of person that like will call people out on their bullshit. You're not afraid to be badass. Like, you're not afraid to be like, that doesn't seem like you. Like, you authentically are not normally like that, you know? Like, or again, even with partners, like, you're not afraid to be like, this is not what I deserve in a connection. Like, I deserve more. And you're not afraid to leave behind things that are not serving you in order to keep moving forward. And again, I feel like this is how you will be remembered for generations to come because you're a badass. Yes, which we love so much. Along with the record breaker too. This is definitely the pile to be breaking some freaking records. Like, you guys are the ones that are that quirky and creative and imaginative that you will find a way to break records or create new records to break. Like, I feel like you're just that badass and unique and individual and creative that, yeah, you're literally just going to be breaking all of the records. I'll read a little bit more of this one as well. If you resonate with the record breaker, that means you're about to hit a milestone of your own. Ooh. Whether it's at work or at home, big things are coming. Are you ready for platinum status? Yeah, and I'm hearing the things that made you quirky as a child will be the things that make you successful in the future. Wow, pile number 2. So yeah, the things that made you stand out from other people is exactly what you need to succeed. So I could literally see this pile being the influencers, like being the next gen YouTubers, actors, you know, just any, or just again, I'm even seeing like you're just your average hometown, homegrown girl, but you're just that influential that everybody be talking about you. Like every single week, every single month, they're saying something different about you. So yes, okay, and let's read about the blue jean queen because I love that. The blue jean moment was a perfect example of Britney's personal style. A little bit of Hollywood with a lot of authentic country charm. The blue jean queen is a fabulous reminder to be yourself, whether it's a big event or a Monday at the office. And literally, did I not say that about you, pile number 2? I literally said that you guys are the influencers. You guys are the ones that other people look up to when it comes to being themselves, because I feel like you're that authentic. You are able to infuse a little bit of Hollywood glamour with a little bit of country charm. Some of y'all, you know, replace that as it will, but that's just kind of how I feel for this pile. Beautiful soul and heart. You're going to be remembered for your beautiful soul and heart. The fact that you are so gorgeous just inside and out. And again, you've never been anything but colorfully and beautifully yourself. And I feel like that's something that needs to be celebrated more for you, pile number 2. Like, you're such a great person. Winning all the time. Wow. So I feel like another thing that you're going to be known for is the fact that you're winning all the time. Even if you don't feel like a pile number 2, you literally are. People just see you as constantly getting whatever it is that you want, constantly leveling up and getting to the next level, which is leveling up, and literally always getting whatever it is that you want. I feel like you're just that lucky. You just win, you know? You just win. Also, I love this one for you, no. Because again, with the badass, it's like you're not afraid to tell people no. Like, you're not afraid to be confident and be the person that's like, this is not okay. Like, this is not going to keep happening. Yeah, like, you're the person that would stand up to the bully when other people would idly watch by. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so many examples of like childhood and like childlike themes in this pile. It's very interesting because like the examples that I got, Ramona and Beezus, 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚 songs of perfect snogging, you know? I feel like there is a big reflection of this pile in particular and like how much maybe you were cast out like as a child or made to feel like you didn't belong, you know? But I feel like it was purposeful because you made your own space and you're kind of showing other people that made you feel like you didn't belong, that they can make their own space too. And like, yeah, because a lot of the time when other people are like bullying you or making you feel insecure, it's because they feel like there's a part of you that's shining that if they shown themselves, they would get made fun of. When it's like, no, like, you just gotta glow. I don't know why this pile is like, it's giving a lot of like childlike energy. So I feel like you've sort of kept your childlike sense of wonder about the world as well, pile number 2. Yeah, you have very healing energy as well. Playing the field. So some of you guys might be known for playing the field, dating around a little bit, but also having very healing energy. So again, you have to wake these people up, pile number 2. Like, that's what you're going to be known for, is waking people up, because I feel like too many people just lay doormat, you know, and too many people just don't want to take the time to actually say something or try to make a difference or try to stand up. But you are the type of person that will always try to stand up. Yeah, and you have strong boundaries. You're a very independent baddie. You don't need anybody. You're badass like that. But you want people around, you know? Ooh, we also have bilingual. So that's kind of fun for this pile number 2. Some of y'all might be bilingual. You might speak 2 languages or more. That's literally so impressive to me. Language and math. Language, math, and history. The hardest subjects for me. Bro, I could do science and English and all that stuff all day long. Again, with like the school theme. I don't know what is going on with this pile, but yeah. Because there's definitely not a lot of young people that are attracted to my channel, that's for sure. I feel like naturally. Yeah, but I feel like this pile in particular, you could have just never lost that childlike sense of wonder about the world. And again, your authenticity from childhood. And so I feel like that's just a big reflection of this pile and what you'll be remembered for. Yeah, and the one final thing that I'll mention too before I talk about these final cards here, and then before we pull tea leaf, is I used to work with retired sisters, retired nuns, and the thing that I noticed was that the sisters that said, oh, I'm so old, I'm so old, were grumpy, and like they were old. But then the sisters that kept that sense of childlike wonder and kept that youthfulness about themselves, and you know what, never really claimed, you know, like they said that they were old, but like they would joke about it and like they wouldn't really care, like, because they knew that it didn't mean anything. Like, they knew that they were still 21 in their freaking mind, but in reality, they were like 99, you know? I had a few of them that were over 100. And I feel like that's to be said about this pile is that's what you're going to be known for and remembered for is being youthful all the way to the end of time. You know, like you're always just going to have this beautiful, youthful way about yourself. Yeah. All eyes on you. So you definitely get a lot of attention. Again, I feel like you're very physically attractive as well. And then we also have play hearts like video games and playing the field. So yeah, pile number 2, I definitely feel like you could be a bit of a heartbreaker, or you just like to play the field. Like you like to go on dates with a lot of people. Maybe you're just not very committal, or maybe you were committal, but then you got a divorce. And so now it's like, you're just trying to have fun again and you're trying to discover life like again. And you're not trying to be so serious about, oh, I have to be committed to this one person, or oh, I have to be tied down, or yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus. So I feel like that's a big song for this pile. Like you're just badass. Nobody can lock you down. You're confident. You're going to tell people like it is. The person that does lock you down will be insanely lucky though. Seriously, pile number 2. If you ever choose that. If you don't, you know, screw it. Yeah, recognition for reward, or reward for merit. So again, I feel like you're going to be very recognized for your work, something to do with like, yeah, just the way that you like talk to other people. I feel like you're going to be very recognized, yeah, for your great happiness, solving problems. A distant friend is thinking of you. Literally, what have I been seeing from the beginning of this? Like, you have people all the way from childhood who are still thinking about you, all the way from your past relationships, exes, ex-situationships, friends. Like, even when you just went on one date with that guy, they still think about you. Like, you're that influential. Great passion. Persevere and you will overcome problems. And family matters. Yeah, so again, I feel like you're very well known for your great happiness. I feel like you're going to be very well known. I saw 2020 on the clock in 2022. Those dates could be very important for you, or like those years could be very important for you as well. But I feel like, yeah, maybe you came into a lot of problems in 2020 or 2022. There was definitely a lot happening with family, you know, and everything during those times. And I feel like you've really persevered, and maybe something during that time really kind of cracked you, you know, like for the longest time, maybe you were embracing your authenticity, something in you kind of like happened, and so you couldn't embrace your authenticity, and then something in 2020 or 2022 like really sort of shook you and was like, you know what, this is my era. I'm glowing up. And then I feel like from there, yeah, it's all just been great success. Those numbers could also just be important. Like maybe when you were 20 or when you were 22, something happened to you. But yes, my gorgeous hotties, and those are the messages that I got for you guys today about what you will be known for. A very big message here. And I feel like, again, stick to your guns, stick to what makes you authentic and creative, and have fun. Get out there, go paint, you know, with your hands. Go dress up in your fanciest clothes, like Fancy Nancy for no reason. Yeah, just a lot of like references to that for this pile for some reason. But yes, I love you all so much. I'm praying this inspires some clarity, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye, besties. Yay, alrighty, and last but certainly not least, hello to those of you who chose pile number 3. I was already hearing a song from this. The second that I turned over the 3 of Swords, I heard, okay, it's Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey. So that's the song that I was hearing for you guys right off the bat. And I feel like that's part of what y'all be remembered for. It's definitely being a bit of a heartbreaker, especially with the 3 of Swords here. And the 2 of Swords, third party situation. There's so much happening here when it comes to love. And I feel like, yeah, you're going to be remembered as like the love bug, the lover girl, the lover boy, the person that is the romantic, the one that got away kind of energy. Like, and I feel like there's a lot of people that actually think of you like that. So hello, my gorgeous heartbreakers. Pile number 3, this is what you are mainly going to be known for. And of course, I've told all the other piles, you can pick other piles if you feel drawn to it as well, but this was something that kept coming up in both of the other ones, but I wanted to focus more on the other themes, so I'm just gonna let it fly with this one. I feel like y'all are definitely the heartbreakers of the world. I don't know what y'all have done to people, but I feel like it's very easy to fall in love with you because of your charisma, your beautiful nature, the way that you're just so like elegant and pretty. Yeah, they're telling me like ethereal and fairy-like, like just the way that you kind of carry yourself is very beautiful. It's stunning. And I feel like this is why so many people just fall in love with you. Yeah, they're also telling me that you're very funny. And they're showing me like pixie energy, like Tinkerbell, where she's kind of like, you know, she's a pixie. Like, she's very helpful when she wants to be, but also has sass and a little bit of feistiness to her. But she's very just like fun and silly, you know? Yeah, I'm hearing quick-witted. So this pile particular, you are definitely going to be known as the heartbreaker. And I feel like a lot of people see you as the one that got away or the one. Like, you're supposed to be the one in a lot of people's lives. And yeah, I feel like you know what you want though, and you know what you deserve. And so if somebody is not treating you right, or you know that like, you know, they're just not the one, you're gonna tell it like it is and, you know, sadly break their heart. Oh. But in reality, I feel like, again, you just know what you want. I feel like you're meant to be flirty and have fun with your life. I'm hearing this pile's so freaking funny. Like, I feel like your spirit guides have a sense of humor, like mine do. But they're saying, like, perpetually single. Like, some of you guys might feel like you've been single forever, or, like, you just don't want to be single anymore. It's been so long. But in reality, I feel like you're supposed to be like that, because I feel like you're supposed to break a lot of hearts. And I feel like you're also supposed to date around a lot and just have fun. So, yes, pile number 3. That is a big part of what you're meant to do. Yeah, and it's interesting. People don't just become infatuated with you for like seconds too. Like, I feel like there's some people here who have been in love with you for years. Like, especially with the Knight of Coins card here. You're just that bitch. Like, I hate to say it, I'm sorry, but you're just hot. It's like, you're hot, you're fun, you're energetic, you're cute. Like, you're spousal material. It's like, no wonder they want to freaking put a ring on it. Everybody does. But yeah, with the Queen of Coins, you know, have certain standards, and I feel like you know what you want. Yeah, so maybe nobody has really met that vibe yet, especially for this pile, but I feel like, yeah, when you meet it, they're gonna be one lucky son of a gun. But yeah, you're definitely gonna be known as a heartbreaker, flirty, fun, glamorous, just like a little pixie that always kind of stays with people. And you definitely have people still thinking about you that will be thinking about you for the rest of forever. Whoa, those literally flipped around so fast. I love this so much. Okay, these are all from the Britney Spears Oracle deck. Okay, I definitely feel drawn to read a little bit more about this, so let's just get it. Britney was a trailblazer for the era. She could sing, she could dance, and she made it look easy. Soon after, her former Mickey Mouse Club co-star and friend Christina Aguilera hit the scene, followed by Jessica Simpson and Mandy Moore. But it was always Britney who grabbed headlines and caused a frenzy on TRL. The Trailblazer is about innovation and excitement and starting trends. Yes, keep the trailblazer close at hand. Try to say that like 18,000 times fast for important meetings and new chapters of life ahead. Yeah, so I feel like this pile in particular, you're very fashion forward, and I feel like that could be another thing that's said about this pile too, is that you definitely inspire people when it comes to fashion and the way that you dress, the way that you look. Also, I feel like maybe like your dating life has inspired other people as well. So there could be something that you've always been very open about that has really inspired other people to be open about things as well. I don't know, like there's definitely just a lot of energy here, but but I feel like this pile in particular, oh my gosh, my throat chakra is really acting up right now. Don't know if you guys can hear this, but I literally just had to pause it so I could cough and clear my throat, and it's immediately blocked up again. So I feel like this pile in particular, you guys could definitely be like, you know, Ace of Swords, one to kind of speak your truth, and I feel like you're meant to do even more of that. So keep speaking your truth, keep getting out there, following your dreams, even if that has to deal with like breaking people's hearts. So what? So be it. Because honestly, like, I always say, and this might be kind of bad, but like whenever I've broken up with somebody, I've always said that it's just because, you know, I'm not their soulmate, and I want to make sure that they are meeting their actual soulmate, and that's not me. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe. It's like, you know, as shitty as it is having to break up with somebody, you're also setting them free to go find their true love. And so I feel like in that sense, you're kind of Cupid in that way. But in this, yeah, pile in particular, I totally feel like you guys are definitely trailblazers. So you're setting the trends when it comes to outfits. I'm even hearing technology too. Just everything when it comes to life, your love life. Yeah, people definitely follow your life like a freaking gossip column. Like you could probably be the next Carrie Bradshaw and literally write Sex in the City, because I feel like people would read it. Genuinely, you just have that exciting of like a sex life, just a love life in general. I feel like it's just that fun and exciting. Yes. But let's read a little bit more about the Snake Charmer as well. This one's, okay, I have to say one of my favorite cards in the entire deck, because I love this moment for Britney. It literally lives on in history as one of the most incredible live performances ever. And I feel like I'm tripping over my words for this pile. Like, there's a lot of people that be tripping over themselves for you. And I feel like, again, that's part of your purpose. I feel like you are supposed to shine and be memorable and like make memorable moments like this. Yeah. The Snake Charmer reminds you to face your fears and look inward to find confidence and strength when all eyes are on you. Yeah. So I really do feel like a lot of you guys might be a little bit more risk takers as well. You might be down to sort of face your fears, you know, jump up there on stage and karaoke, go skydiving, climb a rock wall, like, I don't know. But I feel like that for this pile, you definitely are just one of those people that might be a little bit more fearless. And that could be said too when it comes to your sense of fashion. You might be very fearless when it comes to the clothes that you wear, or just the way that you express yourself in everyday life as well. Or again, just the way that you're like able to break people's hearts left and right, no problem. But that's what makes you unique. And I feel like, again, that's what's going to make you memorable for lifetimes to come. You definitely have a lot of people that think that you are their soulmate. Pile number 3, like, whoa. People are very much so obsessed with you. It's kind of crazy, but we love it. Okay, and let's read a little bit more about the lucky star as well. Okay. The lucky star is a reminder to give yourself and others grace, because even the most glamorous and successful among us could be struggling behind the scenes. Yeah. So again, I feel like this pile in particular, I feel like it's very rare for people to see you struggle, you know, like, and maybe that's just because it is rare for you to struggle, you know, like, I feel like you are pretty lucky, but even when you do, people just don't really see it. Like, I feel like you handle situations like that with such grace and such elegance that nobody ever can really catch you slipping. Yeah, I feel like that's so attractive. And then the people that get to experience that side of you really feel that much more connected to you. And they really do feel like they are that much more just like a part of your life as well. Yes. Oh my gosh. Pile number 3. You're just out here breaking hearts, looking hot, you know, going through it, but never letting anybody ever catch you. Slipping, like, Yeah. Ooh, beautiful eyes. Wow. So I feel like that's another way that people fall in love with you is just through your eyes. I feel like they look into your eyes, they see your soul, and they're just immediately drawn and attracted to you because, yeah, you're just that hot. You might also just have very beautiful color eyes, shaped eyes. Excuse me, the way that you do your eye makeup could even be like gorgeous. The clothes that you wear, colors that really bring out the colors of your eye. Yeah, so effing funny. I literally called that your pixie energy. Like, pile number 3, literally, you are a pixie. You're hilarious. Like, I feel like you have a very quick wit. And, like, people see your eyes and then, like, they see how beautiful you are. And then they get a taste of your sense of humor and they fall more in love with you. And then they get to know you on a deeper level and figure out that you do struggle as well, but you're just, like, that gorgeous that nobody can ever catch you slipping, and it's like you're even more hotter, and so it's like no wonder all these people literally want to marry you. Pile number 3, duh. You're just that bitch. Like, I'm literally telling you, you are just that witch, I'll say. We also have a lucky girl. It fell on the floor, but there's a 4-leaf clover on it, and 'tis the season in March. I want to go clover hunting. Isn't that such a cute idea, you guys? Like, going out and trying to find a 4-leaf clover. I just think that's so cute, so simple, and like can keep me occupied for hours. And I've always wanted to find a 4-leaf clover, so definitely take that with you. Side note, rich baddie, yeah, rich witch. Okay, you guys are definitely rich, even if you're not like physically wealthy. I feel like A, you look really, really expensive. B, you smell really, really expensive. And or C, I feel like you could also just be attracting a lot of money, or like destined to marry somebody rich, or you're just destined for a lot of money overall. Yeah, you might be very drawn to pile number 1 as well, but yeah. Or any of the other piles, obviously pick around. Oh, for this pile too, you also have a precious diamond. So again, I do feel like this pile too, you are just that special. This pile in particular, it's really making me feel like you just sparkle, like you really sparkle, and you provide a lot of other people with the sparkle of their life. Like, you bring the glitz and the glam. Yeah, like I'm seeing one of those videos where it's like somebody that like gets a house and it's just like plain, and you bring the home, you know, and like you fill it with the decor, the flowers, the scented candles, the everything that makes it cozy and warm and like actually home. I feel like you are the person that does that. And so I feel like that's so cute, and that's something that you'll definitely be remembered for. Like, cozy gatherings at your home. You might be like a hostess for other people, and you might like to host other people at your house a lot, have parties, events, soirees, and I feel like people will remember you as just, yeah, a very good host. Again, throat chakra for this pile is, my throat is just really, really acting up. So I feel like there's a lot of things that people wish that they could have told you. A lot of things that, in particular, especially when it comes to love, like they wish that they could have ended up with you. They wish that, you know, things would have worked out. But alas, as you know, as they do, things just unravel. But free spirit, go with the flow. Yes, so I feel like you're definitely able to really just go with the flow, have fun with life. You might find that you are very spontaneous. Yeah, you might like to just go on adventures, travel. You're open to travel and having fun in life. Distance between us. Blocked. Yeah, literally. I'm a selfish asshole. These ones are from like a completely different pile that aren't even supposed to be in this deck. But again, I feel like this goes to show like you've got a lot of people in their feels, pretty much. There's a lot of people that still think about you. Even if you've blocked them, they, you know, still think about you to this day and still wonder about you. And even if there is distance between you, or like there was bad endings, or, you know, whatever it is, these people still think about you. Yeah, people that maybe were selfish assholes. Mama bear vibes. Cece from New Girl. Oh my gosh, yes. And Cece is so hot. We love her. Literally the hottest character in New Girl. I think by far. Like, yeah, by far. But Mama bear vibes. I feel like you're very protective. And you want, like, you know, what's best for other people. And especially for your friends. Like, if somebody is fucking with your friend, like, no, bye, you're gone. And again, that's what makes you so sexy and attractive, and that's what people remember you for too. Not just romantic partners. I mean, obviously they find that so hot, but also just everyday, like, friends, you know, people in your life, your kids, you know, like people like that. They find you, you know, just so empowering because, and so memorable because of your mama bear energy, because you're so protective. And I saw 111 on the clock as well. You can /will/do get everything you want. Yes, and 1111 was there as well. So yeah, I totally feel like that. I feel like that's something that you will be remembered for. It's the fact that you literally just get whatever it is that you want. I can do both masculine and feminine energy. Yeah, because all of us here on planet Earth, I do not care what your gender is. I don't care what your sex is. You know, you literally have both masculine, divine masculine and divine feminine energy within you. And I feel like this pelt in particular, you're very much so able to balance both of them equally, right? Like, you're able to be very forward and, you know, have a lot of money, but you're also able to be empathetic and loving and supportive, but also logical. And, you know, like, you're very balanced in the way that you carry yourself and the way that you go about this world and talk to other people and handle situations. And I feel like that's something that you'll definitely be remembered for. Again, even though you're like a pixie, okay, you might have more feminine energy, or you might have more masculine energy, but you definitely you're in touch with, you know, your feminine side, or you're in touch with your masculine side. And I feel like that's something to be so proud of, and that's something that you'll be very much so remembered for. So we love it. Yes. Yes, I feel like this one in particular, you can definitely do both. You might even be gender fluid too. Hey, what's up? I know I said it's literally have nothing to do with your gender, but if that's like extra validation for you, hottie, welcome. Okay, let's see. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Depression, anxiety, worry that somebody is working against you. Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. Yes. Family wishes come true. Fair woman, and a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yeah, so I feel like what you'll be remembered for and known for, again, is like a lot of romance and love situations from your past will still be thinking of you, because you are just that much of a heartbreaker. Yeah, again, but not in like the bad way. Like, it's like hot, the way that I'm explaining it. Okay, like, it's not a bad thing. And yeah, I totally feel like the most difficult part of a situation is over. So I feel like that in your life moving forward, you can find peace knowing that you've already been through the hardest part of it, and you can really just kind of enjoy from here on out. With fair woman as well, I feel like you're very fair, and like the way that you carry yourself, you're very balanced. Again, yeah, masculine, feminine energy, but you also really like situations to be fair for other people too. So I literally see that you could be standing up for coworkers even that you feel like could be treated better, or just something like that, you know? You definitely just stand up for other people, and I feel like that's something to be very proud of yourself for, genuinely. Pile number 3. Yes. And yeah, I feel like there's no need to worry that other people are against you, because yeah, I feel like that's just silly. Like, even these people from your past, like the exes, I hate to say it, but the worst thing that they think about you is that you got away from them and that they should have, could have, would have done differently, you know, if they could have, should have, would have. But yes, and again, I feel like you're definitely going to be well known for the fact that you're not afraid to, yeah, cut people off, but in the most loving way. Like, it's very different. I feel like pile number 2 is a little bit more, or it could have even been pile number 1. I'm getting a little bit mixed up here. Once it kind of keeps going, it just all kind of blurs together. But I feel like, yeah, this pile in particular, you might cut people off, but you do it with love and with care, you know, knowing that you can do better, but also they can do better. And yeah, and not even like better as in like a better, you know, person, because you're amazing, they're amazing, but just like a better match, if that makes sense. Like somebody that is more compatible with them. Yeah. And I just love this so much for you guys. Yeah, and I feel like you really do make all the family wishes come true. I feel like you have ancestors who are watching over you from the grave, who are just very proud of you and who like wish that they could have kind of lived out their life the way that you are so authentically and passionately and romantically living out yours. Like you're literally living out this like rom-com energy, genuinely. Like people would write about your love life because I think it's just that exciting. People would follow it. Literally, like I said, like Sex and the City vibes. Like people would literally read it if you wrote about it, genuinely. Yeah, and I just have kind of like a side note here because I was picking up, especially with the most difficult part of a situation is over rainbow, that you guys could have actually like had somebody cross over that was very, very, very close to you and impactful to you in your life. And I feel like that could even be the person that is kind of like living vicariously through you. So it's like the more that you kind of like have fun and go on these adventures, go on these like wild dates, or, you know, I don't even want to say like, I was about to say some kind of like more negative things, like, because they're like, even like the fighting, you know, even like the putting people in their place, you know, whatever, glowing them up, getting them onto the right partnerships and into the right pathways for them. I feel like it's something exciting and fun to watch, you know, like that's why we love to watch romance movies, the drama, like bring the drama. So I feel like that's the way that you will be remembered. Pile number 3, in the best way, literally, it's in the best way, pile number 3 is for the drama and for the romance, for the love, for your beautiful fairy-like energy that and funniness that genuinely just sticks with people forever. Yeah. Oh, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Those are the messages that I got for you guys today. I have tons and tons and tons of other readings. So if you guys liked how girly and fun this one was, go check out the other ones because we have so much fun on this channel. But yes, I love you guys so much. I will see you very, very soon, okay?